Big bully, big bully! Oh, first cast! That's a cracking fish, that is. Right then, we're going fishing. This is going to be a good trip. We're off to the inland sea underneath 4 Mile Bridge in Holyhead. The time is now 4:10. We should be there about 5 o'clock. Eye water's not till about 10 o'clock.
Never fished it before, have we?
Never fished it.
So I don't know what we're in for. I know it rushes through a little channel, comes from the main sea through the break wall and rushes through. So apparently all the fish rush through with that, like so.
We should catch loads, in other words.
Hopefully.
Loads, absolutely loads. We'll smash it. Bullos, barracuda, tarpon. Salmon. Yeah, what we're after. We're after bullos, conger, smoothies, bass, and
Anything
whatever
big,
else.
really, isn't it? Anything
We're just
big.
chucking a load of squid baits, fishy baits, crab baits. We're fishing 2 rods each. We're having a bit of a long session, so I'll see you when we get there, people. So we're just going to have a look now. We've parked over there, but there's a few vans parked where we park, so I'm kind of guessing that the spot could be busy, and there's only really one area we want to get on. So now we've got to go over here, then we've got to walk about half a mile up to get to where we want to get, but we got all the gear. I should have definitely brought the cart barrow looking at this. So I'm just here, and this guy said to me, "Are you the slingshot guy?"
Yeah.
He ordered a catapult last week.
Yeah.
So hopefully, if we catch, you'll be seeing this video in a couple of days. Cheers, buddy. All the best, yeah. Catch you later. Right, nobody's on the spot. That gentleman who's just ordered a catapult off me last week and who's just started shooting, I said there's nobody there. So we're in a mad rush now. We're going to get the gear out. We're going to walk up there, and I'll see you when we're there. And we were on our way, just crossing the train tracks. Yeah, boy! I'll tell you what, ladies and gents, lovely Mark. It's like being abroad, it's like being in Costa del Spain. So we're probably 3/4 of the way across now. We've got a little bit to go till we get to that little point. I'm just having a look at the water. I've been told you can fish it on low or high. You drop from there, literally, a rod length out, it just goes ba-dum, so it drops right down. It's more like a lake, because the other side of this, where the flow comes in, it's just beach and sand. It's got to fill up before it rushes in. It's weird. Right, we're off, people. Let's go. We made it, and it's like being in Afghanistan or Saudi Arabia or something. It's absolutely horrendous, the heat here. This is the point we wanted. We're going to probably go one there. I'm looking at the hell of all currents coming through here in a bit. You can see down there, it's actually going out now. Loads of bait fish. You can see how the kelp drops off. But yeah, all the way around this point where we're fishing, it just drops. Like me and Mike are going to be fishing one there. I'm going to be on the left. Mike's going to be on the right. Yeah, it's an interesting mark. It's more like a big giant lake. That's the only way I can explain it. So this is base camp. There's a lot of rubbish here. You know, one day I'm going to come here with the kids. I'm the same with Breakwater. Get a couple of bin bags and some litter pickers and clean it up, because it's a shame for the good fishermen. You know, it's absolutely ruthless here. It takes nothing to take it back. I ain't saying that to try and get brownie points on the video. It's vile. I always clean up. Genuinely do. But anyway, this is where we're going. Mike's picked the right side, where the sluice or the rush or whatever you want to call it's going to go.
We'll call it the flood tonight.
The flood. With his crooked tripod leaning to the left, look.
What, she's solid?
She's solid. And this is me. I brought the pen rods out tonight. I've been using my cheat rods for the last few I've been using my cheat rods for the last few sessions. So I've been fishing off walls and rock marks, but the 2 pens are out tonight, the big girls. Right, I've just dropped a lead in, just a bare lead, had a little feel around, and it seems around 15-20 foot just here. So I've got a feeling with these rocks like this, Mr. Conger could be lurking there. And this is my approach. The left rod, a big squid, because I've heard there's some good smoothies in here, and that's on a 7-ounce Gemini, and that's going to be launched into the Abyss, hence the big lead with the grippers. This left rod, the right rod, sorry, has got half a mackerel on. That's just going to be dropped down here, because I've had a feel with the rod. It's about 15 foot deep just there. That's just got a little old 5-ouncer on, in case there's any congers down there. But yeah, that's the bait. So that's the conger bait that's going to be there. That's the big smoothie bait, hopefully, but anything could take it. I'll take anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send these 2 rods out.
We have bites on.
Yeah.
Bites on.
That's the conger rod.
Yeah. Left on rod.
Well, that was quick. Haven't even got mine out. Right, that bite's deteriorated. cast on the sluice.
Oh, there's a little conger on the loose.
Yeah, you've gone slack there, man.
Oh, here he goes. Fish on.
Fish on, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Honestly?
Yes.
Seriously?
Yes. Big bully, big bully.
Oh, good.
First cast on the sluice. Do, 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 do.
Hold on, mate.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Just get it in the net, mate. That's what I want. Snap the net! Snap the net! Oh, it's a big fish, this! Come on, mate. Come on. First cast on the sluice. Do, 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 do. Fucking told ya. It's a big fish, that.
Yeah, Mr. Webb.
So we've just got Mike with a fish while I've weighed the net. The net's 3 ounce, so we've got to take 3 ounce off. I'm telling you now, that is a fat fish. Look at that, that is a fat horse, that is. We're getting weighed now. So it's a big boy, he's a very big boy. We're going to weigh him first. The net is, 3 ounce. We just weighed the net, didn't we, Mike?
Yep.
The net is 3 ounce. And I had a double figure us last night, which was 10.4. As I say, I like to keep the fish on the box. I hate to see fish on these rocks. It's not good. So he's in the net now. You can see the net's on naught. It's a PB. It's a PB. Right, wait for them scales to come round, and the weight is 11.11.
What a number.
It's 2 PBs.
That is a lucky number, 11.11.
1. First bite from the sluice. Get loose on the sluice. Right, a quick photo with this and we'll get it back because it's warm. I don't want it out the water. Right, so we're going to go and release this in a minute. 11.11. I had a 10.4 last night. Second bite, or third bite. I've just added an 11.11 here. First bite from a new venue. I'm really on a roll lately, people. What do you think of him, Mike? Look at the business end.
He's a
I
cork.
don't think he's going to open his mouth, but we'll try. Look at that.
The teeth on him.
Oh! Let's go and put this unit back. Wait. We snapped the net with that one. Look at the girth on that. Yeah, boy! I got cut in the process on my leg, on my hand. Just want to give him some air, get him back. I know he'll be fine, he's ready, look. Here we go. That fish didn't exactly bite me, but it grazed me with its teeth on the way around. It opened its mouth, see all the lines? And it grazed against me. Also had me on the finger there. You gotta watch these blush, you know. Yeah, that was first bite. Yeah, buzzing. Decided I'm gonna put both rods just here now where I caught that one. I'll switch both rods down to a little lead, the same. And I'll put both rods on mackerel baits. Obviously I've had a bite and a nice fish from there, so I'm gonna replicate the scenario and put 2 rods there. Hopefully them bells will go ding, 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 ding again. The rods are back out anyway. Still quite a bit of fishing left. I didn't expect nothing like that before the rush comes through and the sun's on the water, and like we weren't expecting nothing for a few hours, put it that way. That was like pretty instant. So yeah, regroup, get our heads back in it, and go again. Who knows what's next, eh? This is why they call it the rush, because basically it's been flat calm and it's about to start flooding in now, and here it comes. So the other side of there, it's just filling up now. Now the other side of there before was just a sandy beach, and the sea's like probably a mile behind that sandy beach. Now it's filled up, it floods in. So this floods and drains, that's why they call it the inland sea. A lot of the fish reside here. I don't go out, but apparently this is the hot spot now. When it floods in like this, it brings loads of food through, and this is called the rush. And a lot of people say it fishes best on the rush. So you want your baits around here now, anywhere around there now. Oh, Look at the venue though, look at it. So yeah, this is going to start gushing through now. This is the rush. So we should have a good few hours fishing now. This is where all the fish come to feed. It kicks the bottom up, brings the baits in.
Yeah, left hand rod, where your left hand rod's going. It's off. It's gone. Yeah, it's that, mate, that's off. Yeah, black lions on that.
Oh no.
No?
Oh shit, sugar.
Nearly. Looked like it was.
Yeah, it looked like it was from here.
Yeah, the back well.
Bait looks good, everything looks good. Straight back in that. Wow, it's coming for there a bit fast now. Look at that. Bloody hell. You toast if you fall in there, aren't you? Mike's on a little float now. With a little sardine on, just seen a lot of fish jumping. So hopefully he can winkle one out on the float.
Chance of that, I just see it in the corner there.
Yeah. Go on then, boy.
Fucking hell, it proper went that.
Told you they're coming in on the flood, what we predicted. It's gonna kick off.
Can you bring that float
It's
on?
gonna kick off.
Eh?
Not much is popular on fishing. Bloody hell, mate. Get that, it's it. Wow, that was a whack and a half, mate, yeah? Mike just had a proper whacker then, you've probably seen it. What was that on half a mackerel? That's just got a wadang. Yeah. Feels different, mate.
Yeah.
Feels different. I've rolled that weed in my lamp. Fish on. Squid. This was on. Oh, it's just dropped. No. It's just dropped. It felt different as well. Though it just felt heavy. Well, that fish I just lost. Quite a big squid bait like that. I'm not fishing for small fish, but look, these rocks are a nightmare. Keep falling. It didn't feel like it was kicking much. I could feel a bit of a kick. It just felt heavy. That did. Felt weird. Felt different. Just felt different. Right, let's get it back in.
Hold it that way. Quite tight, but yeah, that was close. It was always in that down here.
That's the conger rod. Ah.
Gone.
Well, look at that for a moon coming up. That's a sign, innit? That's a sign of a big fish. What happened then? I missed a bite. That's as simple as it was. But I've just had bites on both rods within the last 2 minutes, so let's get it on. It's heavy, but I can't feel it.
Kicking, isn't it?
Yeah, it is now. Oh my god, mate, it's proper kicking now. Can you pass me that net? Right, fish on. Mate, it's proper kicking like hell now.
What it is?
Mate, it's giving it a good attack. Take those off. Good one again, innit? Yeah, boy! Yeah, that's a cracking fish, that is. I think that could be another double, so I'm going to weigh it. I'll show you it first. He's another unit though, look at him. Yeah, right, I'm going to weigh him. I'll get him weighed quick. If he's bigger than 11.11, I'll weigh him on camera. If not, I'll just let him back and tell you. But it's a bit of a unit again, yeah? Right, let's get him weighed. Right, that one was 10.8. It was another double. Cracking fish, but not bigger than the 11.11, so I didn't bother weighing it on camera. Unless he's bigger than 11.11, There's no need for me to weigh and put the fish through more stress than it needs to. Literally, quick show for the camera and it was released. But 10-8 that one, yeah. That's two double figure us now. Couldn't write it, could you? Just as I was packing up. Right, we're going to get this back quick. Quite a fat one, to be fair. Happy days, happy days. Let's get him back.
Dropping, yeah?
Yeah.
Straight under the rock.
Well, I was just bringing the rods in because we've got to make a quick exit. Something's come up, so we've got to get out of here. And I've got a big lobster. Right, sorry people, but something's come up, so we've got to go. So we're going to make a quick exit. I'll see you all in the next show, yeah?